Hey Fred, I just wanted to record this quick video and kind of walk through your website and what might be some options for you in terms of the services that we provide. So here's your existing website. There's lots of different issues with your website. Um, you know, using the mobile-friendly version, like if this was a phone, it doesn't look very good because you lose your image and then all you have here is just this, okay? Um, Basically, this needs to be broken up, and the text in here needs to be actual text, like a web font, rather than just a graphic, so that it can be readable by Google. Um, the way I like to think about the homepage is what is going to be the impression of a first-time guest to your church? Um, and having this, I think this is just your mailing address. Having that up in the header is just kind of wasted space. It's not really needed for a first-time guest. Now they do need to know where you're located, so whatever your address is, I'm guessing that this is your city and country, but maybe the actual address of where you're located. So if somebody is in this city, that they would be able to find you. How can they actually find you? How would they look you up on the map? That kind of thing. And then you definitely don't want to have this login deal here. So that's because if there is a login area and your church members actually use that, which I doubt, but if they do, that needs to be a link, in a menu somewhere where people can get to it, your members can get to it. But you want to make sure everything on your homepage is really geared towards that first-time guest. I would also say that this statement right here that you have is not really that great. You say a church organization with a vision of giving back to the society, therefore requesting for partners and donations. This part of it right here is the bad part. Therefore requesting for partners and donations. I'm assuming you are a Christian church because you have a cross here, and so really what your organization is about bringing people to know Christ, right? And what you want to have here as an opening statement is something that really tells people that you're here to welcome them into the family of Jesus, to be a place where they can learn about God, where if their life is, if they're having problems in their life, that maybe Jesus is the answer, that kind of messaging, okay? But as soon as you start going to, we're requesting partners and donations, all of a sudden you're making this about you. You're making this about your church. That what's important to you is that you need partners and donations, right? And so if I'm a first-time user to this website, I'm thinking, okay, you're just asking me for something. You're not telling me what's in it for me. Okay, so this is a fundamental concept of marketing that you want to make sure that you are giving them something, right? And so those are some of the problems that I see on your website. This stuff over here doesn't really make sense, and this stuff over here doesn't make sense. So obviously I think you know these things because you're asking me, telling us that you need a new website. So let me just give you 3 of our most recent websites that I think will make sense for you. These are template websites that we have created. So here's the top of the homepage. We call this our foundations template. This logo, of course, can be switched out to the name of your church and that kind of thing. And so you see, there's some messaging in here about welcome to Foundation Church. You are welcome here. Some welcome messaging there. Obviously, we would want to change out the photos to photos of your church, hopefully with photos of people in your church, people standing outside and people inside worshiping and that kind of thing. Telling them exactly where this church is, which is also going to help you with your Google search engine optimization. And then you see there's some messaging here, that's more along the lines of what I was talking about. Okay, so you can read over that. Your Sunday service times, or whenever your service times are, a map so where people can actually see where you're located. And then a little bit about you. I'm guessing you're the pastor. So some information about you so people can get to know you a little bit. What they can expect when they come to your church. Okay, and how can we help? So if people need help, if they need some questions about the church or God or whatever, they can contact you. And then if you have things that they can get involved with, you can list those things here. So some cool animation here going on. And then we have if you have like a favorite Bible verse or a Bible verse that kind of leads everything that you guys are doing, you can list that there. And then just a message, hey, all are welcome here. And then again, the information about where you're located, Sunday service schedule, any of the other towns or cities or neighborhoods or boroughs or whatever that are around your church, you can list those here, and that's going to help you with your Google search engine optimization. And then we have a subscription to the newsletter, which I think in the future we're going to be changing this to be like, do you need help, or ask the pastor a question kind of deal. So that will probably change. But anyways, we have up here a prayer request link. Now, any of these sections in here, so like get involved, if you didn't have things to list here, we can just get rid of that whole section, okay? So this homepage is completely customizable. We can move these things around. We can change them up. We can do anything that you want to do. If you want to just remove a section, there's no extra charges for that. If you wanted to add a whole bunch of different sections, we might have to charge more for that. But right now, we're charging $400, United States, American dollars, $400 to create a website based on this template, okay? And so I'll send you the link so you can kind of click around and see. This is a pretty simple template. This one's very simple. Then we have this piece one that has a lot more links in it, which you probably wouldn't need for your church, but you can kind of see the design here. This is a little bit more involved, probably for a bigger church than what you guys are. But again, each of these sections can be removed, so we can remove this whole section here if we didn't have that stuff to put in there, or this whole section, etc. So we're pretty flexible on that. We can make it look good for whatever content you have. And then here's another one. This is the Kingdom template. In this one, there are many different home pages, and I'm currently showing you Home Simple 2. This is a little bit simpler home page, so you can kind of see what's included in this one. All right, so this, again, all these can be customized to whatever you guys want, what you need. My big question is, I don't know if you can afford $400, 400 US dollars to get this created for you. So you're gonna have to let me know about that. Things are much more expensive here in the United States, and so our costs are much greater, and so we have to charge a lot more probably than what you can afford there in Kenya. But let me know what you can afford, and we'll see if we can work something out. And then we do charge $74 per month to host the website. If you wanted to do this one, this is a very simple version, and just 2 or 3 pages worth of information, we can reduce that down to probably $49 per month. But that's pretty much our lowest fee on that. And so again, I don't know if that's going to be affordable for you guys, but let me know. Okay. Okay, that's it for this video. We'll talk to you soon. Bye bye.